Today, you'll learn my 3-step keyword research method that you can follow for new websites. Let's get started. Okay, so there are tons of ways to do keyword research, but the method I'm going to show you today is probably one of the most simplest and fastest way when starting off with a new website. So the first step is to ask yourself what topics you want to write about for your website. So step one is to essentially do a brain dump of keywords and topics. So let's just say we have a new plant website. Okay, so some topics I might want to write about are plant care, plant pots, because I'm planning on selling pots, so that could be a main topic for my website. I also want to target an audience who work in offices that are looking for plants for the office, so this could also be another seed keyword or main topic for my website. So first step is to essentially just list out all of the main topics, keywords that best fit your website and business. So these are your seed keywords. And the next step is to use Keywords Everywhere to get a list of long tail keywords. So for step 2, let's say we want to dig a little bit deeper around plant care. So I'm going to search plant care on Google. And with the Keywords Everywhere extension installed and turned on, you can see a handful of widgets on the right-hand side. So I first want to focus on this people also search for widget. So the keywords in this widget are keywords that people are also searching for when they search for plant care. I really like this widget because it gives you some additional ideas you might not have thought about. And each of these keywords could lead to a rabbit hole of more and more keywords. Many of these can be considered seed keywords as well. We see here best plants for offices, which is actually one of the seed keywords we listed, right? Best plants for office. There's also how to plant plants in a garden. So you can create pages on your website that talks about plants in your garden, indoor plant care, bedrooms, succulents, plant care jobs, and so forth. So this is a great list of keywords that you can take a look at to find additional related terms associated with your search term to provide you with additional keywords for your website you might not have thought about. Now, the second widget is this long tail keywords widget. Now, all the keywords listed in this widget have the words plant care in them. So you can see snake plant care, spider plant care, aloe vera plant care, and so forth. So these keywords are specifically related to plant care. Now this widget just shows you a small portion of the long tail keywords, but if you want the full list, just click on this button at the top, find long tail keywords for plant care. Now when you click on this button, it'll open up this report right here, which shows us a list of 831 long tail keywords for plant care. So once we have a list of our long tail keywords, the next step is to export the list. So when you click on this export button, it'll save this as a CSV that looks like this. And this takes us to our final step, step 3, which is reviewing our list of long tail keywords. So when reviewing our list of long tail keywords, there are a handful of things you need to look at. The first one is the average monthly search volume, which is this column right here. Ideally, you want to focus on the keywords that have a good amount of search volume, but at the same time, don't forget to focus on the keywords that are still relevant, but might have lower search volume. This next column is the average cost per click from Google Ads, and then the next one is the competition score from Google Ads. These two columns are good to look at as well, just to see how much advertisers are spending per click for these keywords. You might want to focus on the keywords that possibly have lower competition or maybe higher competition. And these columns here show you the exact monthly search volume every single month over the past year. These columns are great to look at when you want to analyze if there is any seasonality for these keywords. I also like to highlight these cells and click on conditional formatting, and under color scales, I like to click here just to get a more visual representation of which months have higher search volume and which ones have lower search volume, so you can get a better visual understanding of seasonality for these keywords. So as you can see, most of the search volume is in the spring and early summer months, with the lowest search volume being in the months of November, December, and January in the United States. So with this data, you can determine which of these long tail keywords you want to focus on your website and when. You may first want to focus on possibly the long tail keywords with the most search volume, write articles to target these keywords depending on when they might become popular. So say for example, maybe for jade plant care, this one has a good amount of search volume, and the search volume peaks at around April and May. So you may want to write an article on jade plant care a few months prior to that, so possibly December, January, or February. So this is how I would evaluate my keywords when doing keyword research for a new website. Okay, so we already finished plant care, and then the next step would be to search for plant pots and then follow that same step 2 and step 3. And if you want to go a little bit deeper into a keyword that you might not have thought about, take a look at the list of keywords in the people also search for widget. And if you click on one of the keywords, you will do a Google search for that keyword, and you can analyze the widgets on the right hand side and see whether or not this one is something you may want to target on your website as well. All right, so this is my simple 3-step method of doing keyword research for new websites. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. If you want to check out our other videos, feel free to click any of the ones on the screen. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.